We're already here.
Hello. Hello, everybody from Southern California. We're here in Irvine. I'm going to show you a little bit about the Japanese food that's available here in Irvine, California.
And just so you know who's with us, we're going to step out of the bright sunlight and into the shade. Give us a second. Because that was a lot brighter than we thought it was. That's a much better shot there.
That looks much better.
Okay, so
right.
this is UFO Bob
And I'm Matsumi.
yes.
Nice
And
to meet
make
you.
sure we look at the camera. I
Yes.
keep wanting to look over here.
I know. I keep wanting to look at the picture. That's true.
And
All right.
today, hey, who's there? We got, can you read that?
Yeah, it says hi. I'm excited to see this.
Hey, there's Jason.
Excited
Yeah.
to troll this chat.
And so where are we?
We are here at Diamond Jamboree in Irvine, California. So if you're familiar with Southern California, you know exactly where we are. And here we have actually a lot of different Japanese food restaurants available, such as Pepper Lunch right over here.
And I'm swinging the camera over for you guys, so give me a second here. Boom. There we go. So
Pepper Lunch.
Way
is
across
actually-
here is Pepper Lunch. And then further down, which
Further
is where we're
down,
headed,
We're going to be
is
going to Kura Sushi.
That's right. So here we go. Whoa, let's not get run over. We have to be situationally aware.
Yes, we do.
Well, of course, this thing, there's Jason. Hey, by the way, there's Nosh. Hey, Nosh. And Jason and the rest of the OIJ crew. That stands for
Yeah,
Only in Japan. And for those who don't know, Only in Japan, that's, whoa, hang on. Come on, be a good boy. Play nice. That's,
Having some is your gimbal
yes, it doesn't want to,
is it not on?
it seems to have turned itself off there.
Oh no.
There we go. Okay, now we're good. We're good. We're set. Sorry, guys. All right. So this is where we're going. Kura Sushi.
Kura Sushi Bar.
And so you know, Kura Sushi happens to be a major concern in Japan. And the facility here, the restaurant we're going to, is just like going to Japan pretty much.
It really is. You have all the characteristics of Japan, but there are a few things that's a little bit different. So I'll go over some of those things with you today.
All right, so here we go. Oh, I'm gonna have to get the other door. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna swing the camera around.
Should we go in or?
Go ahead. Oh, I'll come back in. All right, so swinging it around. Come on. Oops. There we go. Boom. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, fix the camera. All right. So slide in here to me. We want to fix this up so we can see everyone. There we go. All right.
Up a little
You
bit.
go ahead and
Copy.
adjust it.
There you go. So it's not cutting off the top of my head.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm going to put this
All
down
right.
here.
So here we are at Kura Sushi. It's a Kaiten Sushi. Have you been to a Kaiten Sushi before, Bob?
Well, once.
Once.
But I really didn't know what I was doing, and I still don't know what I'm doing, which is why you're here.
All right.
You're
So-
gonna walk me through this and show me what it's like to order from a Kaiten Sushi ordering system, which is, let's see if I can bring it here so you can see it. Give me 1 second. Hey, there, let's see, it looks like Madison's here too. So this is the ordering system. Now, you want to explain that to them a little bit?
Sure.
So-
So this is actually a very similar system that they actually have in Japan. And this system is where you actually have a nice graphical interface, and you also could change languages. So right now it's actually set to Japanese, but you can actually choose English, which is the very top left option right there, and have English like descriptions for everything that comes up on the menu, which makes it very, very friendly. Also, they also, for people speaking Chinese, they also support Chinese as well. So you have multiple language options.
So now it's all in Chinese,
Yep.
and then we can change language. And these you'll ask, well, why does it say all Japan? Well, because that leaves space open to add other languages should they want to do that. But since in the area that we live in, English, Japanese, and Chinese are the predominant languages that would be spoken, that's why it's set up that way.
Exactly.
Okay, so
All right.
now we get this camera back into position.
So,
All right. And
oh wow, it's a little bright.
yeah, it is a little bit, but you know what? We'll just fix that by going boom. That's it. Come on. There we go. I've said this a dozen times. There it is, a little bit better. We'll have to go with it. It is awfully bright. Before it wasn't so bright when we were all set up. That is really strange. Come on, be a good boy. I guess we're gonna have to live with it. Oh, come on over.
Hey guys,
Hi.
welcome to Irvine. Have you guys been here before?
Yes,
Once.
I have.
Once?
She's
Alright.
been here many times. This is my second time.
Alright, that's cool. Do you guys still want a refreshment here? Need to like introduction about everything, or you guys should be fine?
Actually, she knows it better than anybody.
Awesome, that's
And
cool.
she's going to
So-
teach me.
Alright, that makes my life easier for
Okay.
you then. Alright, any hot tea, soda, water for you to start with?
Some tea, please.
A hot tea for you?
Please.
And a
Hot tea for
you.
me as
Okay,
well,
I'll be
thank
back
you.
with that, okay?
Okay, thank you. And
So that is one thing that's actually different about the from Japan to the one here is in Japan, the Kaiten Sushi restaurants actually have hot water and tea powder at your table.
oh,
So you actually don't need to actually ask for tea. You can actually make it yourself by your own desk or your own table.
that's a lot more convenient.
It is.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in America, we don't have that option. So our wait staff do have to bring us our drinks for us.
Here comes our tea.
Thank you very much.
Hot tea for you.
Okay.
If you guys need help, we have the help button. The server will be here as soon as we can. If you guys press that, okay?
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, here's our hot tea. Let's show them a hot tea.
Hot tea.
And,
And
you know,
it is
you
actually
can see-
very
Yeah,
hot.
it's very, very hot. Can you see the steam rising?
Yeah.
I'm
It
going to
looks
wait.
like
I've
it's
got
coming
Neko
through.
tongue.
Yeah, I'm actually, it's really hot. It's actually hurting my fingers.
Yes. And for those who don't know, what we got there? What does Nosh say there? Sakana, sakana, sakana. Sakana. Oh. You know, again, you know, we watch a show called, we both watch a show called Only in Japan, hosted by John Daub. And he makes live streams look so easy.
He does. That probably comes from a lot of experience.
Yes, yeah, because so far I feel like I've, you know, no matter how many live streams I've done, which is like about maybe a dozen so far, always something goes wrong. You know, the gimbal doesn't want to play nice, or and you're trying to like talk to the audience. You're trying to read the posts that are
The chat messages
whizzing
coming
by.
through. Oh yeah.
You know, if you're in the chat and you're watching, it's like, whoa, why doesn't it respond to my message? Well, for one thing, it's going by really fast, and it's hard to read, especially if you're like me. I'm a dinosaur trying to read from this distance. It's not happening, guys. So I'm probably
right.
talking awfully loud, too. That's because I'm all wound up. I
You're
gotta
okay.
bring it back a bit.
Sure.
Okay, so where do we start?
So, first of all, what we want to do, we actually want to take a look at the, since we're at a Kaiten Sushi, one of the special things about Kaiten Sushi is actually the conveyor belt sushi
Okay.
right here.
So I'm
The
gonna
conveyor belt.
bring the camera around for everybody so you can see what she's talking about.
So, with the conveyor belt sushi, you actually have a lot of different varieties of sushi just rolling around on this conveyor belt. One of the nice things here about in Kura Sushi here in the U.S. is all the sushi is actually labeled here with these little hats.
See that? What?
So you
Went
know
by.
exactly what it is that's actually following it. So for those people, for those of us that does not actually know what you're looking
Seared
at.
salmon.
Seared salmon, yeah, Japanese mayo.
Yeah,
There's a lot of different varieties rolling around.
and so you know the term kaiten, it simply means conveyor belt, correct?
It just means looping, yes.
Okay, looping or revolving.
Revolving.
Okay. So, well, I guess I need to start with something,
All right, sounds
right?
great.
So, tell you what, I'm going to, let's see. Well, I feel like having salmon, but it just passed me by.
Well, it looks like there's a garlic ponzu salmon on the other
Unami
side.
oil beef is delicious. Is it, Nosh? Okay.
Well, it
Nosh?
looks like it's right there, right on the other side. So
No-
we just gotta
okay.
wait for it to come around.
All right. Nosh, I'm going to take your advice and I'm going to go for the unagi. And so I got to keep my eyes open.
All right.
And
So
around and around the casino. There's octopus, which is taco in Japanese. Garlic ponzu salmon. So you know, by the way, obviously Matsumi is Japanese and she's lived there and traveled all around. Oh, here comes the unagi
Here
oil.
it is.
Is that it?
Yeah, that is it.
Okay,
You just stick
here
that-
we go.
Oh no, you open this up.
Uh-huh. Oh, oh, we missed it.
We missed it.
Well, see, now I've learned something new. I have to open up the lid,
The lid, and then
take
you
the plate.
pull it out. Yes.
Okay, so now I have to wait for it to go back around.
There's
so,
probably another one coming around.
yeah. So what I
Well, since we missed it, maybe we could actually take advantage of the ordering system and
Okay.
just order from there.
all right, that sounds like a plan. So give me a second, and I'll angle the camera up towards the ordering system. Okay, so there's the ordering system.
So let's go ahead and choose English since right now we're on Chinese.
Okay.
We can actually have small bites, nigiri, rolls, gukang, dessert.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna be looking for nigiri in this situation.
And what does nigiri mean?
Nigiri is actually just means hand-formed rice.
Okay.
And the hand-formed rice, that's actually called a shari.
Uh-huh.
And then you have the netta, which is the actual fish that sits on top of it.
Go ahead.
All right. So let's see if we can find that
Which-
olive salmon right there.
Okay.
Is that the one?
No, he said it's unami.
Umami?
Unami, right? Nash, tell us again. He'll type it there in the chat. He'll tell us. I'm sure it was unami oil salmon, something like that.
Oh. Let's see if there's a...
There it is. What's it say? Well, it says here oily only. Okay.
garlic ponzu. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Umami.
Boom. Okay. So now,
Oh, you can't see it on the.
huh?
You can't see it on this thing.
Oh. Okay. So
There you go.
there it is. So I've ordered it. And now, will it come up here on this side?
It will.
Okay, so let's keep our camera trained.
So, all right. So we want to do. We actually want to press the order button,
Okay. Boom.
and it says the order has been sent.
Uh-huh.
A few
Okay.
minutes later,
All right.
you're just gonna see it come right down here.
So actually, I don't know if you can see it very well, but that's, I think, a pretty good shot. I'm gonna, there you go. So that should be a pretty good shot for them to see it when it comes by. Do you think it's gonna stop right about there? Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Where will the order stop? So we're just gonna say here. Now, what are some of the other basic etiquette that people who aren't familiar with Japanese culture and eating Japanese food need to know about?
So obviously it says right here, so do not place back on the belt. That's always number one etiquette when you're at Kaiten Sushi.
I would agree
after
with
you've
that.
taken your food, don't ever put it back on. Another thing that that's very common is when you're eating nigiri. I mean, this is actually more of personal preference, I believe, but I've always find it beneficial to actually put the wasabi on yourself rather than putting it into the soy sauce. And I'll
okay.
show you that in just a few minutes when we actually get something to eat.
So I'm going to swing this back around because it takes about, what, 2 minutes, 3 minutes for them to prepare and get the sushi sent to us?
It's very quick.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and get our chopsticks, which is
Okay.
right here in the front.
Okay, so chopsticks, or as they say in Japanese, hashi, correct? Hashi.
Yes.
So there's for the lady,
Thank you very much.
and one for yours truly. Uh-oh, what does that mean? I keep hearing that
Oh.
click. Does that mean,
It sounds like-
look, there it is. There it is, it came. How exciting. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's my first order of the day.
Looks very good, actually.
Oishi, delicious. Okay, so now I'm going to swing this around again. Oops. And bring it down. And swing it around, bring it down a little bit more. So, now do you see that, Matsumi?
I can.
Okay.
All
So,
right.
what's
So
the...
what I like to do
Uh-huh.
is actually I like to move the wasabi
Okay.
off the soy sauce dish.
Okay, so do I put the wasabi actually here?
Sure, you can put it there, or you can maybe move it on the upper half of it,
On the upper
lip.
half. Okay. So I'm going to do
Whichever you
that.
like to
I'm
do.
going to push it up here like that. Is that good?
Sure.
Okay. Now
And
what?
go ahead and fill the dish with soy sauce, but not you don't need too much.
Okay.
Just enough to dip a little bit of the.
You tell me when.
Sure. That's probably good, actually, right there.
Okay. So squishy this. Just a little.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't want your nigiri swimming in this the soy sauce.
I don't.
Show you.
I love to watch it swim.
Yeah,
Okay.
you actually want to just add a little bit, and
that
at
too
this
much?
point, that's probably a little bit too much unless
Okay.
you like it spicy.
No, no.
Maybe go a little bit, like half of that,
Half of that.
and just kind of rub it on the top of the nigiri.
Okay, so I'm going to rub it just.
And what this will let you do is it'll actually let you control the amount of wasabi you have with every single bite.
Oh, okay.
So
That-
instead of having it in your soy sauce, which
Uh-huh.
basically means you're kind of limited to what's already kind of mixed in.
Yeah.
This way, you can actually say, okay, this was too spicy. Maybe next time I'm gonna reduce it, or maybe the next time you want more.
Ah.
So you can always adjust how much you actually add.
I got it. Now,
Alright.
what do you call the onion that's on top?
Negi,
Negi.
negi.
Now, I know, again, there's somebody we know who loves negi, right?
Yes.
That's, again, our buddy John Daub. Okay, so I'm going to
All right,
separate these.
So yes, let's go ahead and separate those.
Uh-huh.
And obviously, it's gonna when you actually look at this, it's
Uh-huh.
not gonna be the most people when they pick up the nigiri,
Mhm.
they'll probably just pick it up and stick the rice into the soy sauce.
So most times people will pick it up like this
Mhm.
and stick it in with the bottom of the rice going
Yes.
into the soy sauce.
However, that's actually something you don't want to do.
No.
That's actually gonna make your nigiri extremely salty.
Uh-huh.
And only thing you'll taste is soy sauce, and you definitely don't want to do that.
No, we do not.
So
So,
what you want to actually do
uh-huh,
is actually tip over the nigiri onto its side.
okay. Okay, again, I'm not very handy with my hashi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna,
So just-
I'll start with but hang on, swing this around like that.
Yep. you can do
Okay,
that.
there we go.
Just tip
And
it over
now
onto
tip
its
it over.
side.
Yes.
And now you could grab
Like
both
that?
sides exactly, just
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
And then tip it over so that the neta is on the bottom. Sorry, no, this way.
Okay.
Roll it around.
Should I let you do it?
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead and
I'll go ahead and pick it up.
This is why
just like
she's
this.
here, to show me how. Oh, look
Roll
at that.
it over
Uh-huh.
so the neta's on the bottom,
Uh-huh.
and kind of dab a little bit of the neta into the soy
Oh.
sauce. That way you actually don't get any soy sauce on the actual rice itself.
I see. Okay, so hang on. Once you you get to have the first bite, so I'm going to bring this up so they can see
All
you
right.
enjoy the first bite.
With most nigiri, you actually want to eat this with one bite. So
Okay.
let's try that.
All right. Oishi desu ka? It's delicious? Okay. And I'll bring it back to yours truly. And it sounds like our, there you go, our,
Yep. The rice is formed really nicely.
Okay.
It's not too dense. You got a nice cut of sashimi on top.
okay, there you go.
Of neta.
All right,
All right,
so.
go ahead and you try it.
All right, so now we'll bring this down then a little bit so you can see. Watch me make a complete fool of myself here. Actually, some people would say it's too late.
Oh no, I wouldn't say that.
Good, thank you. You're so kind. Okay, so just a little bit of wasabi spread onto my salmon. How do you say salmon in Japanese?
Actually, salmon is actually, if you go to Tokyo,
Uh-huh.
they'll actually call it salmon.
Oh, salmon.
Salmon.
Basically a Japanese version.
Exactly.
Okay, salmon.
Yes.
So-
However, like the official way in Japanese is called sake.
Ah, okay. So you'll
But-
have
but
to teach me
yeah.
that again later. So now I'm going to dip just a little bit like that, right?
Yep. Although you kind of dip the rice a little bit, so you gotta
Oh,
be a little
okay.
bit careful with that.
And we'll pop it up a wee bit. Okay, here we go, folks. This is it. Take a look. Can you see it well? No, you can't. That's got the backside of it. Anyways, well, that's what the backside looks like. Sorry. Here it goes.
Good stuff.
Oh, and it's so good. Okay, but I think I need a napkin.
All right.
So what's next up on the agenda?
Well,
Want to make sure you're in the frame.
sure.
Let's push it back a bit so they can see the whole scene.
One of the things that also you'll find that most Japanese sushi restaurants is going to be ginger. So here we actually have ginger at the tables, and ginger is typically eaten to clean the palate, clear the palate of your
Okay.
last flavor. So in this particular case,
Okay.
the flavor had quite a bit of sesame oil flavor onto it.
Uh-huh.
So you probably want to clear that
Okay.
by just eating a slice of ginger.
Now, you take some for yourself, then I'm going to hold it up to the camera for everyone to take a good look at.
I mean, I could do that.
Okay.
So ginger is right here.
Can you give a side view, a little profile? There you go. Hold it up a little closer so you can get a nice
It's a
close.
little bit bright.
There you go. Ginger. Now, you don't want too much ginger, otherwise it'll be too strong. So here we go.
Yeah, all you're doing is just resetting your palate.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
all right. And then we could go ahead and continue on and look for other foods that you might be interested in.
Now, before we go much further,
Uh-huh.
you've noted, let's push it down here so you can see. So, I put my hashi on my plate like this. Is this
Yeah.
appropriate?
That is correct. That is okay. If you ever get a bowl of anything, you definitely don't want to stick your chopsticks into the bowl.
Right. That is
Definitely something you don't want to do.
give them the cultural reason behind that.
And the reason behind it is actually, it's kind of a funeral procession, something to do with funerals, where when you actually have, during a funeral, you'll actually stick little incense into the rice, and basically as an offering to the deceased. And you actually want to avoid bringing that kind of remembrance or something of that kind of nature into your everyday meals.
Exactly. So,
So
just
you definitely don't want to do that.
So it's a matter of being culturally sensitive. And of course, you have to know before you can be culturally sensitive, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. So go ahead and I'll let you reposition the camera here. Now, that way, and so we can have a wide view again.
Okay. right.
Well, you're kind of lost in the shot there. I want to make sure you get in there, unless you want to snuggle.
Well, let's actually take a look at other options that we actually
Yes,
have here.
yes.
So you have,
Okay, I'll bring the camera over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing it around this way. Okay, so hang on.
here.
Give me a second here so that they can see. Go for it.
Okay. So here we actually have different kind of options at this particular store.
Uh-huh.
You have ramen. You actually have udon, kenju, beef, small bites include like gyoza, tempura.
Wow.
A lot of
This is
different
very,
options here.
very easy, very user-friendly.
Yes, very much so. Miso soup.
Uh-huh.
Typically with Kaiten Sushi, miso soup is actually an option. They actually don't serve it to you automatically.
Okay.
So with most sushi restaurants, they'll bring it out for you automatically.
Okay.
They do not at Kaiten Sushi. All right. And
All right.
rolls, you have a few different kind of rolls. These kind of rolls you typically won't find in Japan, so it's kind of unique. Like tempura Philadelphia roll, these things you will not find. So go ahead and try it.
All right.
You might like it.
Let's do that.
So let's go ahead and try one of these.
Okay, which
one
one?
would you like to have? There's a
I'm going to
garlic-
let you choose because I can't see very well from where I'm holding the camera.
Okay.
Besides,
Alright.
it's an adventure, right? This
Sure.
is this
So
is.
do you like spicy foods or?
I'll try spicy.
All right. Well, let's try this volcano roll because that's looks interesting. All right.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and order.
Okay.
And in a few minutes,
Okay.
it's gonna come
All right. Now,
speeding down the runway.
next time around, let's order in Japanese so they can see how
Sure.
it looks like when we order in Japanese.
Sounds good.
All right. By the way, how's the audio, everybody? Let me. There you go. So, I'm gonna get the other way. There you go. The other way. Yeah, it's opposite.
Yeah.
It's not very intuitive. The buttons you want to press in the direction you want to go, but it goes in the
Yeah.
opposite direction. It's crazy.
That's
So
that's weird.
I lost my train of thought. Oh yes, I'm asking how the audio is, so
Audio
you
is
can
good.
read it. So we want you to know is that we're using a brand new. What's that? Do we have? Look, we got super chat. We
Oh,
have
wow.
our very first super chat.
That's Miyuki.
Oh my goodness, how sweet. Well, anyways, thank you again
That's my
for the
daughter.
super chat. Yes, that's her daughter. We're using a brand new mic system. Both of us have wireless mics. There's mine here, and there's hers, and we have a little receiver senders on our belts, and you can't see it obviously, but there's this little plug-in device. It's called a Saramonic.
I
Saramonic.
think Saramonic is a brand.
So yeah, that's the brand, and it's called the B2 or the B4?
B4.
The B4.
Yeah, the 500 B4 series, the Blink 5, I think.
And what's nice about it is it frees our hands so we can talk and, we could walk away from the camera and walk around the restaurant. You can still hear us perfectly. Now, the order, it's going to come here, right?
It is going to come on the top.
That's right. So we have to be all ready for that.
Absolutely.
Is there any additional, while we're waiting, any additional etiquette information we need to pass along?
I mean, always try to keep your area where you're eating clean. So that's really it.
Yeah, in fact, that's a good point. In Japan, it's culture. Oh, I think my item is coming, right? Did I hear it?
Oh, no, that was on the other side.
Okay. Culturally, the idea is you clean up after yourself and leave it better than the way you found it for the next person that comes along. It's a great way to proceed in life, whether you're living in this country or some other country, but especially if you go to Japan, don't be one of those, kichigai gaijin who
Sure.
makes it worse for everybody else after they leave.
Sure. And also, of course, basic chopsticks etiquette is you never actually pass food from chopstick to chopstick.
Okay?
And the reason behind that is also it has to do with funerals. During funeral processions, they actually do this little ceremony where they actually pass the bones of the deceased from family member to family member, and that's basically also the same reason you don't pass food from person to person.
Yes.
Always, if you want to share your food, put it down, and somebody else will pick it up.
Oh, okay. Now I didn't know that actually. Now I've never, done it the other way. I just naturally did it, but I did not know that's the appropriate way to do it.
Yeah, you don't ever want to do chopstick to chopstick.
Gotcha.
That's not a good thing to do.
Now there's something else you've done here that I want them to see. So, excuse me. And that's the way you made a little holder for your hashi. Okay, right here. So, first of all, normally there are formal versions of that. What are they called?
Hashioki.
Uh-huh.
Hashioki just means it's just a stand for your chopstick.
But you made that on your own.
I do. Actually, it's been kind of for me, it's been something that was passed down to me from my father.
Yeah.
He always made little.
Hi. Oh, I'm so sorry. Talking too much. Wonderful.
We are good. Thank
Food's
you very
great.
much.
Okay, so here.
So we actually forgot to grab it.
Yeah, I forgot to grab it there. Now that looks more almost Mexican to me with that
It
that
does
pepper.
with the jalapeno on top.
Yeah. I want to say buenos dias, amiga. ¿Cómo está? Okay, so we're gonna find out just how hot this is, how spicy.
All right.
Now, so let's
So-
bring it again down so you guys can see what's going on.
Anyways, like I was saying, it was just something he always made
Yes.
to keep keep your chopsticks off the table itself.
And I'd like to come back to that after I take my first bite, but yeah, there we go, so they can see that. Because I just want to go over that a little bit more because I find that really interesting. So now, with this, how do I go about eating this?
So this is actually it already has seasoning on it, so you
Uh-huh.
probably don't need soy sauce.
Yes?
So you could actually just eat it as is, just grab it and pop it into your mouth.
Okay, so I'm going to bring it up here. So when I put that hot, spicy food in my mouth and I burn my mouth, and you'll be able to have a good giggle. There you go. So, So, let's bring a little more. I like good composition. I want to be able to see Matsumi. She's the guide here. She's the center point of it
Oh,
today.
no, not even.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Alrighty, so. Boom.
And one of the things I actually like about Kaiten Sushi is the quantity. So when you go to most sushi restaurants and you order a roll of sushi,
Yeah, go ahead.
You
Lift it
get-
up and I'll take it.
yes, you get 8 pieces of sushi, which is a lot to eat for one person.
Yeah.
Right? And that means you end up getting filled. You actually end up filling up with just like one type of sushi, which isn't very ideal.
Yeah.
So one of the nice things about Kaiten Sushi, such as here, is the serving amount is actually just 3 rolls. So that means you're not going to fill up on just one thing. And you can actually eat multiple different types of varieties.
In fact, because of that, you're likely to eat a lot of sushi because you
That's
don't
true.
realize how much you've eaten until at some point your stomach says, enough already.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to have one, whole thing,
Alright,
just like
sure,
that.
just-
And dozo. Oh,
Alright.
by the way, itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu. Yes, we forgot to say itadakimasu earlier. Okay, I might need to actually put this down.
I really like the flavor, but whoa. The spiciness is
You
kicking
can
in.
definitely taste a hot sauce in there. That hot
I'm
sauce.
trying to think how to describe the flavor because, hang on.
It basically tastes like sriracha.
Yeah.
It's like crispy sriracha with a little bit of jalapeno spice to it.
But it's really a great taste, and
It
it's,
is.
it's crunchy. And I personally, I like crunchy food.
It has very good texture. It has
Yep.
nice softness on the inside with nice crispiness on the outside.
Yeah, I love the colors. I mean,
It
and
also
that, again, I'm going
puts
to
a
show you
lot
this.
of uramaki. Yes, they do have a lot of uramaki.
Again, I'm going to show you that. I just want you to see the color and the texture of the food because it really is. It's beautiful to look at and it's delicious to eat.
Which is
Okay.
actually, yeah, that's actually a good point. You actually don't see that many uramaki sushis in Japan.
Oh,
So that's actually not as common. Here in America, that seems to be actually more common than it is actually in Japan. So when you go to a sushi restaurant in Japan, it's mostly has the seaweed on the outside, unlike here where the seaweed is actually in the middle.
okay.
And that's the
I'll
difference.
be honest. I'm not a fan of nori seaweed, so I tend to avoid sushi rolls.
Okay,
Now that doesn't mean I won't eat them,
sure.
but they're not high. I would
It's
prefer
not high on your priority list.
exactly.
Sure.
So
Alright.
what I'm gonna we'll flip for this later. We'll do
Okay, sure. Sounds
Okay.
good.
All right.
All right. So let's look at other stuff on the board here.
a. Okay, let me bring the camera over and swing the camera around. Boom, and here we go. Hang on. Oh, she's out of control. I'm out of control. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, and there, up. There we go. So now, what are we going to go for?
All right. So now we have looking at the gunkan. Gunkan is typically
Oh,
just
hang
a-
on. Oh my God. The pepper got in my throat.
Yeah, the pepper is coming down. It's pretty spicy. I can feel it on my lips.
Oh, yes. Oh.
All right.
You should see my face right now. All right, so.
So yes,
What-
we have gunkan is going to be just rice with a little bit of seaweed wrapping around it
Okay.
and toppings on the inside.
All right. I'm
So-
still struggling with it. These controls are not intuitive. I want to push the direction I want to go in. There you go. So now, which
right.
one we're going to pick?
I mean, since you're actually not a fan of the nori, let's actually skip the gunkan.
Well, you can get for yourself, and I'll try one.
Okay.
Does it come, yeah, I mean, that's the whole point. This is an adventure.
Sure.
Okay?
Then let's go ahead and, ooh, there's actually one called real crab meat.
All right.
So let's try that one.
All right, here we go.
All right.
So,
Order. An order has been sent.
okay, now remember, next time in Japanese.
Yes, let's actually change it right now.
Yes, okay.
So that we don't forget.
So there you go, guys. Next time we order, Nihongo de oyomu.
Hi, Nihongo de.
Okay. So now, we'll swing the camera right back around. Get the uni.
uni.
Oh no. I'll tell you about uni right now. Okay. You want a little story about uni? Okay. Here you go. So swing the camera around. Does UFO Bob like salmon roe? Not particularly, no. In fact, I'm going to tell you my whole story about uni and salmon roe right now. So give me a second here. Get the camera. There you go. So, all right. My first trip to Japan was about 1984. And I was in my 30s, I believe, somewhere around there. And my whole trip was sponsored. Whoa, there goes. Hang on. That's some smooth stuff.
It's quite spicy. I'm feeling it tingling on my lips.
Yeah. It just went down my throat. I was like, oh. Okay, so my first trip to Japan, I was sponsored by some friends to do some business. And the first place they took me was to a sushi restaurant. I had never had Japanese food ever in my life until I went to Japan. Okay, the first thing they ordered for me was uni. Now, why don't you tell them first of all what uni is?
So uni is sea urchin. It's gonna be kind of a food has just arrived.
Okay, we show it to you. We'll put it down and we will come back. Oh, it's all blown out. We'll have to get a better exposure for you. So, continue talking about uni.
Yeah, it's sea urchin. It's a little bit kind of slimy-ish.
But what is it? What is it made of?
It's sea urchin.
Sea urchin. Okay.
Yeah. It has a really strong flavor of the sea.
Oh, really strong flavor of the sea.
Yes.
Now, mine.
Okay?
Excuse me.
no, don't cough on the
No.
mouth.
That's why I turned back this way. I was trying to avoid you, and then I realized, no, I can't go that direction. Oh my, that. It tasted so spicy and so
I
good.
know.
Okay, so anyway, uni has a very strong flavor. Fortunately, I had a beer sitting next to me, and so he said, "Well, you just eat it all in one bite." So I pop it up in my mouth, and I had that immediate gag reflex. I thought I was gonna hurl beyond it.
no.
Oh yeah, it was really bad. And I'm trying to be polite and. Biru kudasai, onegaishimasu. And I just popped the beer and I just washed it down, and it's like never again.
Never again.
Never again.
All right.
Actually, you know what? The irony is, now that I've said never again, probably I'll try it again just because now I'm more adventurous with food than I used to be. Just so you know, I'm a square box, guys. I like things very straight and simple. No fancy stuff.
If you go to Japan, if you go to a nice, good restaurant,
Yeah.
their quality of uni is typically better, and it's not usually. It has a little bit more firm texture.
Yeah. Well, this was a high-end restaurant they took me. I mean, these
And
people
yeah,
took
usually
me.
the flavor might not be as oceany.
But I will tell you, I do like unagi, and there's two types of eel, right?
Unagi and anago.
Anago. And which one's the freshwater?
That'd be anago.
Yeah, I think it's the anago that I like, especially when it's grilled and barbecued. Oh my God, that's to die for. Good stuff. Okay, so now we have a new item to try. So I'm gonna, we'll make room for it. And I'll bring the camera down so first we can see it and get a nice shot of it. Boom, okay. Now let's see if we can
little bit
block the
blown
light.
out.
I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna try and block the light. If we can block, there you go. That's a good shot.
There you
Bring it
go.
up a little higher so they can. There you go. There. Can you guys see that pretty good? What is this called again?
Oh, this is kani guntang.
Okay. And
Or,
what?
yeah,
That's crab.
Crab.
Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring the camera back up, and then put the camera back here like that. So we're going to do our.
When you're eating something like gunkan,
Uh-huh.
where the bottom is all rice and the
Yeah.
top is typically not very it won't fare with flipping over very well.
Yeah.
You actually want to use a little bit of it's all blown out, but you actually want to use some ginger and use ginger like almost like a paintbrush. So you kind of dip it into
Oh.
a soy sauce just like this, the ginger, and actually kind of almost paint the top with soy sauce.
Oh, that's interesting. Hey, by the way,
So-
folks, I'm looking at the picture and it's kind of washed out, and I'm kind of disappointed. We actually chose this table because it's in front of the windows. We thought, well, the lighting would be better by having a table in front of the windows. But it turns out my iPhone is not, in my opinion, adjusting to the
it's
lighting
kind of-
very well.
Yeah, blowing out the
Yeah.
lighting.
So
quite
it
a
means you
bit.
don't get to see the food as well as we'd like to show it.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing.
Okay, so please bear with us. And just so you know, I see the messages, but I can't read them from at this distance. I know I keep seeing some of the regulars like Nosh and Jason and Madison, and I just want to say thank you for tuning in and for all that you're doing. So now, oops, now I just dab a little bit like that. Is that correct? Whoops, I dropped it.
Just dab it on there and
Okay.
add a little bit of wasabi if you choose to do so.
Okay, so I can use it a little over here. Just put a wee bit over. Boy, compared to the wasabi, that pepper was pretty
Oh yeah, that
strong,
was
wasn't
really
it?
spicy.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm making a mess of this, I feel. Well, hey, you have to live. That's the one thing. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, okay? You just gotta try and do it. And if you screw up, well, okay, you screw up. Yes, there you go. Ah, thank you.
It's copying the top of my head.
That's how you learn. You do it and you just miss it. Hi.
It's like super hot.
I would, please.
Sure, yes please.
By the way, the service here is really, really good. The people have treated us very, very well. They're always spot on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Arigato. Oh, I did it more of American
I
time.
still
I did
have from that class.
Are you reading some of those? Who's that one? Oops, it's gone. They go by so
Something
they-
about a class.
Yeah, they're
Teach, please.
okay.
What Miyaki?
Tech or teach?
Teach.
We'll keep teaching. But that's the thing. Life is an adventure, and stop being afraid of going out and trying and doing new things. And no matter how old you are, you can have new adventures. Even if you're limited in your movement, there are ways of getting to places, doing things that are new and different.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially with the internet now.
Very much so. And virtual reality too.
Oh, virtual reality, yeah.
That's a whole new thing.
Yeah. I got a buddy of mine, his brother is a virtual reality designer.
Oh,
And
wow.
I've had the opportunity to try out VR, in its test phases a couple of years ago. And just what they were doing then is amazing, but now it's even more so. His stuff is primarily now in museums and
Oh, wow.
What do you call those places where they do the, come on, astronomy?
Not the observatory.
No, that's right, but you're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Someone out there can help me. It's where you go to see the stars on the ceiling. What's it say?
Projections. Gosh, what was it called?
Just get the money for those adventures. I'm working on it. I say, hey, you know what? That's another thing. I hear a lot.
Planetarium. There you go.
Planetarium. Thank you. Who was that?
Thank you, Jason.
Jason. Yeah. So, a lot of people. I'm going to put these down, not point with them. That's another thing you don't
Oh,
do.
yes.
And I have a tendency to like to point. I lost my train of thought. My train keeps getting derailed. Where was it? Do you have
You're
any
talking
idea?
about your planetarium and your
Oh,
friend.
I know it. Money and travel. Often I see messages from people who say, "Oh, I'll never be able to go there. I don't have the money." Well, you know what? Never say never. Instead, skoshizutsu, little by little, you save up, you work. Even if you save $100 a year and it takes you 10 years to get $1,000 or whatever the amount may be. I mean, I'm just giving you an example. The point is, it can be done. You just have to plan for it. It's not going to happen overnight. Patience. You have to have the ability for delayed gratification.
Absolutely.
If you can learn delayed gratification, it's going to change your whole life. Most of us, I'm talking about the worst guy. When I was young, I had no sense of delayed gratification. I had to have it right now.
Yes, I
And
know
that-
exactly how that feels.
And as a result, I never had it at all. Till now, I've learned it. Okay, so
All right.
again, pronounce it so I have to say it properly.
It's kani gunkan.
Kani gunkan.
Gunkan. Gunkan is just a type of sushi.
Type of soup. Kani gunkan. Okay, now, this may not fly with me. You may have an uni experience any minute, but I'll have that
Well,
tea.
it's just what do you call it?
Oh, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
crab.
Okay, crab. All right, so all one bite, right? Here we go.
I mean, if you can't fit it, then you can always cut it in half. But obviously, some people's mouth is smaller than others, so.
Mm-hmm. First thing, it was too much for one bite for me.
Yeah, it was a lot. Same for me as well.
Mm. I think it put too much soy sauce on it, so it was a little wet, a little
Okay.
damp.
At least next time you know,
Mm-hmm.
you have an idea.
Mm. It's not a bad flavor.
It's actually a very good crab flavor on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely tastes like fresh crab.
Very mild actually. I think most of what I sensed, excuse me. I don't want to talk with my mouth full. Excuse me. The basic sensation was moist, damp.
It was very moist.
Yeah.
Especially the topping.
Yes.
I actually expected it to be a little drier, but I was like,
Oh, really?
yeah, I was actually surprised.
Oh, okay. Now, is that good or bad?
That was actually good.
Okay. That
Yeah.
means it's probably really fresh.
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good. So now, what's next up on our adventure?
All right.
Oh, we're going to show them how to order in Japanese.
Let's, all
You
right,
know-
let's go ahead and order a nigiri in Japanese.
Okay,
then.
we're going to order nigiri in Japanese. Give me a second to turn this around. And, okay,
So what kind of nigiri do you want to get?
okay. Well, you know, I never did get my salmon, right?
Well, we did have salmon earlier.
We did? I had the salmon. Was it the salmon? Oh, that's right. Then we should try maguro or something, or maybe ebi.
You want
That
ebi?
would be, yeah, ebi, shrimp, and
Well,
maguro is tuna.
let's see what the options here are. We have unagi, what's that?
And again, you know what? I'm going to let you pick because you'll pick things that I wouldn't necessarily pick. I've got to be more adventurous.
All right.
Hey, Megan. Beef.
Oh,
Unami beef.
Yeah, that's tataki beef.
Okay, Nasha's saying we should have unami beef.
Okay.
Lots of unagi. All the unagi.
Unagi or unam? Or,
Well, I had two people say unagi, so I'm willing to give that a shot too.
oh.
See, right now I can read these pretty well. I was making bread and didn't see the notification.
All right,
Sorry,
unagi.
Megan. Well, at least
There's
you're here
unagi
now.
right there.
All systems will go. We were clear for lunch. All right. All right.
All
Now
right.
let's bring the camera right back
Unagi is
around.
coming in
All
a
right.
few minutes.
Oh, hang on. I goofed up again. Around we go. There it is. Hit that button. Boom. There we go. Just want to make sure that we can see. There we go. Now, just so you know, at this distance, there's no way I can read the chat. So,
Saba is clearly the play.
and that's one of my complaints, though. I really feel sorry for John when he's doing it. Those chats should stay up a little bit longer because they go by way too fast.
Well, for John's, that's a little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
hard to play because there's so many people
Oh yeah.
talking.
When John live streams, he can have up to over 1,000 people watching in one live stream. Can you imagine all the chats that are going on at that time and how fast they're going by? I mean, I'm one of his moderators, and there's 3 of us who moderate on his channel at any one time, you know, when he's streaming, and the 3 of us strive very hard to read everything, and it's almost impossible. There's no way he can do it.
yeah.
So my hat's off to John. So, all right. So now we're waiting for the next order, and
And there it is.
oh, there it is. And
Actually came
I'll
pretty
just bring it
fast.
over here to the camera. That way we don't have to move the camera. So this is my order now, and what is that?
This is unagi.
Unagi.
It's eel.
Okay. Now, which type of eel is it?
This one is actually sea.
This
Ocean,
is
yes.
from the ocean versus from the river. Okay. So again, we're going to split this, and
So again, this
okay, I'm going to bring the camera down so you can watch this as we do the. In fact, maybe I should hold it up a little closer so they can watch it. No, I'll do it this way, huh? What's the best way so they can see it?
they could see it. Oh here.
Okay.
Show it to them like this.
I just, yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Ah, that's a good picture. I just wanted to see when you I wanted the close up as you grabbed it and did it on its side.
So in this particular case, it already has sauce on here,
Mhm.
so you actually don't need to dip it into soy sauce.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
I mean, if you want to add some wasabi to it, you're more than welcome to. Just
Yeah.
kind of grab a little bit of wasabi and just kind of dab it on top,
All right.
and you grab it.
That's
and eat
pretty.
it.
That's pretty easy. I'm going to do the
Very
same.
simple.
I'll follow suit. So, got a little bit of wasabi. Is that probably a little bit too much? But you know what? Hey,
Probably a
live,
lot, but
live and learn. You know, it's not going to kill me. What doesn't kill you makes you strong, right?
and also another good thing that you might want to try doing
Yes.
is when you're actually putting the nigiri into your mouth,
Yes.
try to put the fish or the neta on your tongue.
Oh, so kind of turn it over.
So turn it over.
Okay.
That way, when you actually get the flavor of the fish, so when you're actually eating the sushi, you actually get the flavor of the fish first before the
You
rice.
get rice, right? And the rice has a very strong vinegar flavor to it, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
So you actually get a better
I'm gonna-
flavor of the fish that
So
way.
here we go. I've turned it over. I've got the fish upside down, and in we go. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mmm. Oh, I'm a happy camper. Mmm. Bingo.
That was good.
Yeah. Now,
All right.
I want to show you people already. Oh, that was so good. Look how many plates we already have on the table. So I leave that one like that. So it's what? 1, 2, 3.
So you have 3 plus that one.
No, yeah. And we're gonna have to do rock, paper, scissors to determine who gets that one.
Oh man, that's almost like who's asking for torture.
Okay, we save that one for last. And whoever loses has to eat it.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So what's next up on the agenda?
All right. Well,
So,
let's actually go with tamago.
okay, so I'm going to again bring this
Tamago
around.
is actually
Okay, hang on. Boom, around we go.
tamago is actually very basic. It's basically egg
Uh-huh.
right here. Tamagoyaki.
Mm-hmm.
And when you actually go to a sushi restaurant, you can almost guarantee, you could basically almost kind of grade the sushi restaurant based on their tamago.
Really? Now, why is that?
If you actually go to a good sushi restaurant, their quality actually shows by the flavor of the tamago and how it's prepared.
But, all right, that's not enough of a description for me. So what is it about the flavor?
So you're looking for something that's like light,
Uh-huh,
fluffy,
uh-huh.
and you're looking for something that's not overly too sweet, has a good flavor of dashi, which is kind of like a fish broth
Yes.
into it, and that's what you're looking for.
Okay, so we'll give that a shot, okay?
So we'll see how the tamago here
There
is.
you go, all right. All right, there you go, that's good. So now we're waiting for our conveyor, our Kaiten Sushi. How does Vanna White do this? You know? Those game show hosts, you know? I love that sound too. It reminds
And
me
it's
of
coming
crickets.
right now.
Oh, they didn't get to see that. Or they kind of can see it. No,
No, they
that's
can't.
that's that.
Yeah,
Not too bad.
let's pull it off.
There it is. Yes. I don't want to get in trouble again.
Yes.
So,
All right.
what did she say? What did they say? Can you read that?
Warabi mochi. I'm trying to like block the light,
Yeah.
but
We're trying to block the light so you can see it.
There you
I'll hold
go.
it and you block the light. So now again, this is tamago. It looks pretty good. I like the color.
Mm-hmm.
You know, presentation is another important thing. And like that yellow and the green, it looks really good.
it does.
Okay.
All right.
So now, ladies first.
All right. Thank you very much. So this one is a regular nigiri, so we're just gonna put a little bit of wasabi on top.
Okay.
That's actually a lot. But
All right.
Here, I'm just gonna pick it up.
By the way,
going
everyone
to-
who's
Oh, no. Oh wow.
I didn't see that. It didn't have 3-second rule.
Oh my gosh, it's like just completely
Yeah,
rolled off.
it's
This one
it's-
is actually
this is not easy.
There you go.
well, this me.
This one is not sticking together.
No, it's not. I think I'll end up cutting mine in half.
I think I should do the
Do
same.
that, yeah, that's a smart thing to do. I was going to say, by the way, for everyone who's posting chats, I will re-watch this. I will read every one of your chats. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to comment on your chat after the fact, but I really appreciate the fact that you're watching. I appreciate the fact that you're commenting. You know, yeah. This is what I like about live streaming, is because you know there's people on the other side of that camera. They're, you know, you're not just talking to a machine. You're talking to other people. You guys are sitting
Absolutely.
right there in the other booth with us.
Yeah,
It's
that's what John
fun.
says all the time.
Yeah.
That we're always with him.
Yeah. Okay, so, oh, it's my turn, isn't it? All right. So I tell you what, we'll bring the camera down so they can watch me. Oh, here we go. As I make a complete mess of this. Can you see that? Oh, it's actually back there. Now I have to bring mine.
Blown out.
Yes. Is it blown out? Well, I guess next time we're going to have to be a little more careful. We're going to have to check the lighting before. We just assumed it was, and I'm the one that made the decision. Don't blame her. So I'm going to take a little bit of the rice. Is that proper?
I
No?
would just chop it in half, but it's fine.
Like that?
Yeah. Yeah, that way you actually don't smash it into the plate.
Yeah, okay. I see, okay. So this is, at least the when I pick it up, the egg will be on the bottom. Now, do I
That's
want a
true.
little of the soy?
Yes,
you
you,
put a little-
want to dip it a little bit.
Just
Not
lightly?
too much, yeah.
Just lightly? Okay, and here we go. I like it.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. No.
It has a good texture. It's not overly sweet.
Mm-mm.
So, yeah,
Actually, hang on.
the tamago here was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you picked that. I would have never done it.
It's actually, for somebody who doesn't like raw fish, you know, that's always an option.
Mm.
So,
No, I know there are people out there who are vegetarian, vegan. Nothing we're having here really falls into that category.
not vegan, definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I'm not of that persuasion, but those who are inclined to go that way, you know, you can find places in Japan that will provide you meals that are in the category that you need it. But you have to check on it. Don't assume that when you go to Japan, that's the way you'll find it. You have
Yes.
to check first. Okay, so now I get to have the other half, and you get to watch me put it in my mouth, as if that's something you really want to see. Oh well, here we go. Drum roll, please. A light dip into the. Okay, all right, a little tip and.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Your power is out.
Wow.
It looks like
how
we're
long,
actually-
How long have we been streaming? 49 minutes?
Almost 58 minutes.
Wow.
So, probably should start wrapping it up. Your battery is about
Yeah.
to die.
So, with that, gee, so much I wanted to say. I wish, now I've got to get myself a better battery. Hang on. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to give all my shout outs right now. First shout out is to Kura Sushi USA. They gave us permission to shoot here. That's another thing. Do not go into any place, whether it's Japanese or American or anywhere else, and just start shooting without asking. Get permission. It took us about 2 weeks to do that. They've got like 400 locations around the United States: Chicago, Illinois, Texas, Georgia, California, Nevada, Washington. You know, you can go online and find it. But this is the closest thing you can get to being in Japan. You can order. This is if you were to go to Tokyo. They have obviously you're from Japan. If you were to go to Tokyo, you could go to the Kura Sushi there, and you'd feel right at home. If you came here first and then you went there, you'd know what to expect, right?
Exactly.
Next person, we've brought him up a couple times, is John Daub's channel, Only in Japan, and his live streaming channel, Only in Japan Go. And I've put the link in the description box below for both his channels. I will put a link in there for Kura Sushi, which I haven't done yet. Also, hey, follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, blah blah blah. And I want to thank Matsumi, who, by the way, we met because we watched only in Japan, and we became friends that way. There's a lot of us in the Los Angeles area.
Yes, there are.
But they're all over the world, and we have met so many people who love Japan the way we do. And so this is a lot of fun. Shall we do see if we can make the battery last long enough to get some mochi ice cream then?
Sure. So
Or
let's go
not?
ahead and-
Or you want something else first?
No.
Oh, you know what?
We still have to do jack and
We
roll.
have to do the challenge. Who
All right.
is going to have to eat the spicy food?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so,
All right.
right. So, John
Jang Cam
Pon.
Jang Cam Pop. Looks like UFO
Okay.
Bob is gonna be blowing some flames in a few minutes.
I'll be talking like that for the rest of the day. All right, there we go. So, and it's already got a little sauce on it already, so I'm not going to put any soy on it, I think. I'll just take it as it is. One more view. Death on a stick. That's not really true. I shouldn't say that. That's not polite.
No, it's spicy, but it's not that. It's not. It's good.
We have to tell them about this.
Yes, we do. I was gonna say that.
Okay,
All right.
I'll get the camera set up.
So
Hang on, let me get the camera turned around. Hang on, everybody. Boom. There we go. So, when you're done, you're going to have a bunch of plates like that. And there's a fun little game you get to play where you put them into a special spot at your table. Hang on, not that. I want to get that. There you go, go for it. And the more plates you get, the more points you rack up. And if you get enough plates, you get a little ding, ding, ding on your screen. Let's see if we can get any kind of a ding, ding.
unfortunately, I don't think we eat enough to get
No.
things.
We didn't, because you see, after a while, you can win little special things like that.
Well,
Here.
go up a little bit.
Okay.
Which lays up.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, so you can win little prizes if you have enough plates. Oh my God! Oh, the spice is cooking in. Help! Somebody help me!
All right.
I definitely need some tea. Let's turn this back around. Hang on. Gosh, I wish I could read the. I need some device that allows me to process the chats and in real time in my head, so I could respond, because I know it's going to be so much fun to go back and watch these. Well, I'm going to have a little more tea. That chili is right down in my throat.
All
Okay.
right. So we're just gonna go ahead and get the
Okay.
excellent.
How is she? So what this is we're about to pay, right? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. So we requested the bill.
And,
to
and
go
also
ahead
had a little questionnaire, how was your food and so on.
All right.
How'd you know to do paper against my rock? Boy, oh man, that's some spicy.
Are we all set here? Would you like
Yeah.
some more hot tea? You guys are good?
Actually, I would like some more hot tea. Oh no, I was gonna let me put on the business card.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Let me put you some more hot tea before I wake this up for you, okay?
this is my business card though.
All right.
Okay, there you go.
You can hand me your cup, sir.
There you go. Thank you.
And we're
So-
only using one card, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So,
Yes.
all right. I love the flavor of that I can't remember the name, but that spicy thing. But boy,
Yeah, the volcano roll. It's very good. It just
But
the
the after-
afterwards.
yeah.
The after,
It's gonna
after
stick with
fact
me for a
is
while.
really strong.
okay. So I tell you what. Since we're
So-
paying, let's take a few minutes to bring the camera closer so we can read the chats and see if we can answer some questions. How's that? Is
Sure,
that good for
sounds
you
good.
guys? You want some? Don't put them up yet. Let us get the camera in position, and then you have some questions.
Yeah. Well, one thing.
Yes.
In Japan, when you actually check out, you actually take your take a little place card that's at your table with a number
Yeah.
to the register and pay at the register.
Yeah.
You actually don't pay at your table like
Yeah.
you do here.
Yes.
So that's one difference.
There are differences between how things are done here in the U.S. Everything gets localized no matter what country you go to. So let's bring the camera up here so we can read. I'll put on my glasses. Swing this around so Matsumi can read it. Okay, so look at me, I'm all washed out. I'm a ghost.
Yeah, we're kind of washed out.
Okay, so give us some questions. Shoot some stuff at us. Let's see what we got. I heard ATMs in Japan are 24/7. Is that true?
If you go to 7-Eleven, those ATMs are 24/7
Yeah.
as long as the store is open.
Yeah.
So yes, they are.
I do not. I just use
Yes,
Suica.
you can use a Suica.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. Have a good one.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any other questions? I can show you how when we go. All right. Well, Matsumi here is a frequent traveler to Japan. I'm going to let you answer questions while I sign this, if you don't mind.
Oh, Mary. Hey, Omer, how are you doing?
So, okay.
Why are foods so expensive in Japan?
It
Why?
really isn't. It's relative to where you're coming from. I mean, if you live in New York, Los Angeles, the prices are about the same, really.
Well, it depends also. Some of the gourmet vegetables, which is grown like with care, those are more expensive. But then also those particular like fruits are a lot sweeter, so you can actually taste the difference. Hi. And what do you say after the meal? ごちそうさまでした。
ごちそうさまでした。そして食べ物は美味しかったですね。
美味しかったです。ありがとうございました。
そしてKura Sushiありがとうございました。
はい。
I guess that's it, huh?
All right, that's it. Let's actually
All right.
go ahead and
Oh
walk
yeah, we're
down.
gonna go outside for a little bit. So if you'll stick with us until the camera dies, we'll have some fun.
All right. Let's go ahead
And have one more.
Thank you very much.
One more for the
ごちそうさまでした。
Now this is how the lighting should have been. I'll have
Yeah.
to figure that one
I
out
think the
next time.
sun just came out.
Okay, I'm gonna switch the camera around and out we go. All right. At
I'm
least
sorry.
this way, I should be able to see the comments. Thank you again. Bye bye. Hey everyone, look at this. They put this up because of us. Hang on, I gotta swing it around. Can you see that? I'm gonna swing it back around this way because I can't see it. Okay, now there you go. And I guess come down. They put that up because of us. This area is currently being used for photography by your presence. So again, this is why it's important you get permission first before you
Before you start filming.
start filming. Okay, so come on, swing around.
So,
Swing
yeah,
Oh, my bag. Will
Oh.
you talk to the camera?
Sure.
Okay.
so this area actually in Irvine actually has a lot, like as we started earlier, has a lot of Japanese restaurants here. So, like I said earlier, across the way we have Pepper Lunch. Goodness, this thing is really hard to use. It's right over
Thank
there,
you again.
Pepper Lunch.
Really appreciate it. It was fine. Thank you.
And we go this way.
Okay.
And
All
let's
right.
walk over.
I'll just follow Matsumi. You want
Yeah,
do you
can
want
go
to see
there.
where we're going, or you want to see our faces? Oh, low battery, 10%. So this is likely to die in the middle of the stream.
It
But
probably will.
what we want to show you here is this particular area that we're in has many Japanese corporation restaurants, basically, right?
Yes. So if you're here in Irvine, you could come right here to Somi Somi, which they have Japanese style ice cream, like soft serve ice cream.
Hang on.
And
So
also
let
taiyaki.
me show them the sign. So there's Somi Somi. Whoa, whoa, Somi Somi went flying. So that's Somi Somi, and it is, again, like she says, it's Japanese ice cream. Now, we didn't get permission, so we're not going to go inside.
We are not going to go there
Okay,
today.
and then over here we have, what's the next place we're going to?
And
Let's
right
see.
over here,
Okay, hang on. Whoa, whoa. Oh,
if you're a fan of Japanese style curry,
hang on.
then
Okay,
you're going to want to go to Koko Ichibanya, which is right over here.
oh yes. Yeah, and I am a fan of curry.
So Koko Ichibanya. This is a very famous curry chain in Japan and around the world.
So again, we're going to show you the title. There you go. Yeah, swing it around. There you go. That's the place. Are we going to Inchi to karaoke now? Ah, if only we could. That would be so much fun. I'd love to do karaoke right
Yeah,
now.
karaoke is actually right down here.
Oh, she says, look at this. So there is a karaoke.
Karaoke.
Yes, my Japanese sucks, but I do the best I can. So you go ahead and lead. I'll be behind
Sure.
you.
Now, right over here, there's actually, oh, look at that. There was the VR cafe is opening up right here.
Oh,
haven't opened yet, but we will be open.
oh really?
soon.
Are you the owner?
Yes, I know.
Look at that. This is the owner. See, that's what's fun about live streams. You never know who you're going to run
That's
into.
for sure.
And
But
we'll swing around this way.
We are opening
Whoa, 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 whoa.
When
We
is
got to swing
opening
around
day?
so we
by
can
the
see your.
end of
This way we can see your.
by the end of January. By the end of December.
Okay, and-
Or beginning of January.
Okay.
So
You know
feel free
what?
to open.
There you
we
go.
have real 4D
Ah,
with all special effects,
Uh-huh.
heat effect, wind effect, and a lot of other new fancy stuff. So please come over.
excellent.
Come over
Awesome.
here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Mimo, back
Like
to our
burgers.
stream. Thank you. So I was a little impromptu there. Now
All
this
right.
is Takashima.
Takashima
Hang
is
on.
actually, they sell a lot of like beauty supply stores here.
Okay, hang
Japanese
on.
beauty supplies.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I still got to get this under control. All the controls seem backwards to me. So,
Yes.
and what you see, this is primarily beauty supply, right?
Beauty supplies, moisturizer, shampoo,
Uh-huh.
those kind of things. It's very pink inside. And on the second floor from here, you can actually find karaoke.
Okay, now can we see a sign from here or should we?
Actually, over here.
All right. Well, Tokyo Table. There's another place too.
Yeah, Tokyo Table is another restaurant.
Yeah.
But of course,
Oh, so there's the
there's a karaoke lounge up there.
don't be afraid of the camera. Okay, I'm not. I just thought you guys might want to see, you know, I mean, I am definitely not afraid of the camera. Am I? Am I?
All right.
No, I don't know.
Well, I think that's it for here.
I think
Maybe
we
we'll do another live stream from one of the other restaurants here in the future.
Yes. In fact, like I said, this is kind of the first of what we want to do as a series called Japan in America. Particularly in where we live in Orange County and LA County, there are little enclaves of Japanese life everywhere, and you can pretty much experience Japan right here in the U.S.
You really can.
Yeah.
Especially with the supermarkets that we have and restaurants.
All right. So,
All right.
I guess that's it, everyone. Thank you again for watching and tuning in and all that good stuff. Oh, hey, don't forget subscribe, hit the bell notification,
And press the like button.
and press the like button. And thank you again for watching. All
Thank you
right.
very much.
This is UFO Bob.
Bye.
Take two. This is UFO Bob and
Matsumi.
out.